Hello and welcome everyone. During this demonstration of workflow technology, we'll make use of three work lists. The one of the general practitioner, the one of the dermatology department, and the one of the pathology department. And as you can see, they're all empty. I'm going to start a new case. And the case starts with a patient entering at the general practitioner's office with an hotspot. The first activity is to call in the patient. By entering the name of the patient and his date of birth, we get access to the patient's medical record. The next step is to position the spot. This will be done according to the New York classification. The spot is located on the left upper arm of the patient, which refers to number 301. The next activity is to make a picture of the spot, which we'll see here. Well, a photo of the spot is safe to keep track of possible changes of the spot in the future. Finally, the diagnosis can be made up. There are some key questions present that always need to be answered, and these are just a subset of the total questionnaire. But if we look at our patient, then we see that the spot doesn't bleed. He told us that it doesn't grow. Well, it does shine a bit. Now the diagnosis can be filled in. Well, let's say that it is not eczema, but not sure if it is AK or BCC. And as you can see here, the general practitioner has three options. He can contact the dermatology department for feedback. He can start with taking the biopsy, or if he's sure about the spot, he can start with the treatment. Well, because in this case the general practitioner isn't sure about the diagnosis, he will contact the dermatology department. From this point on, the patient and the general practitioner have to wait for a response of the hospital, so we can close the case. And what we see is that the case is added to the work list of the dermatology department. So we can now open this case and continue working as the role of dermatologist. By clicking the next activity in line, we see all the available information, and the dermatologist can adapt the diagnosis if he wants to. Well, based on the available information in this case, the dermatologist suggests to first take a biopsy. And let's wait for the outcome of it. Well, the case of the dermatologist is done, so we can close the case. And as we open, if we refresh the work list of the dermatologist, we can see it's empty. And if we open the work list of the general practitioner, we see that the case has been added again. So we can now open this case and continue working. We can now see the feedback of the dermatology department, and the general practitioner will follow the advice and start with the biopsy. Since taking a biopsy is an actual activity, there's no information here to be filled in. When the biopsy is done, it is sent to the pathologist to be examined. And as we open the work list of the general practitioner, if we refresh it, we can see that it's empty and that the case has moved to the work list of the pathology department. We can now open the case and start working as a pathologist. Well, looking through the microscope, the pathologist concludes that the spot is a actinic keratosis. The work of the pathologist is done, And as we can see here, the case is removed from his work list and is added to the work list of the general practitioner. The general practitioner receives the outcome of the diagnosis and of the biopsy, and he can make a new diagnosis for this patient. This spot is actinic keratosis, and treatment will be done with a special cream. So we can now start the actual treatment. Now the patient needs to be informed. Depending on the medical history of the patient, it can be done face to face or even by telephone or email. Well, now the actual treatment can start, and by starting the treatment, this process ends. Thank you all for watching, and please have a look at the next case. Thank you.